It says I'm live. How we doing, everybody? How is everybody this Saturday? Pretty nice day outside. Hope everybody's well. We got David in the chat, Jim Bob in the chat. How you doing, everybody? How's your day been? Week? I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm finally a little bit healthy. I've had a pretty good week. Been a very busy week. I mean, I've worked all week. I even worked a couple hours today. Boss is headed up to the Quad Cities, way up in Wisconsin, for a big John Deere tractor show up there, the Gathering of the Green, as they call it. And no, I'm not going. I got too much stuff I need to get done here. You know, in fact, I wouldn't want to go. I'd like to, but I can't afford it. So I need to stay here and get my stuff done here. Colleen's in the house. How you doing, Colleen? How you been? Hope everybody can hear me all right. I know you don't want to see me too much, but that's okay. You'll have to tolerate that. Mike's in the house. Lone Wrench Garage. He'll be doing a special tomorrow with Mr. John Wilburn. Something to do with content creator stuff, I believe. I think that's what it is. I wish I was able to have guests on here. I ain't quite figured that out yet. I would like to get to that point where I can have a guest on here, but I think I'll have to go to StreamYard or something like that in order to get a guest to come on or something. Join StreamYard, pay for that. Ghosty's in the house. Rooster's in the house. How you doing, Rooster? Glad to see everybody over there. Yeah, it was pretty nice warm weather here. I mean, it was about 55, I think, today. It might have got close to 60, but I think it stayed right around 55 here at my house. I didn't see anything above that on my temperature gauge on the house. But it's still a nice day. Now, I think tomorrow afternoon it changes. Going into Monday morning, it really changes. I mean, they're talking about some snowfall here, and temperatures getting back cold again for a few days. So I don't know how to do that on YouTube. I tried to do that, Mike, and I'm telling you straight up, I'm computer illiterate when it tries to put a guest on here on the YouTube studio I have. So I don't know. Somebody'd have to sit here and show me how to do that at my place. You know, I don't know if I could figure it out through the app. So, all right, maybe you can walk me through that. That'd be good, because I would like to have a guest on, you know, and set it up that way, and maybe have different guests come in and stuff like that, and make things a lot more talkative for everybody. Maybe bring in some new people. You know, that would be nice. Basically, I'm just, you know, I'm going to blab off at the mouth anyway. So, you know, it's been a very busy week. I've had to get stuff ready for him to go up there. I mean, he's taken a 40-foot long trailer full of stuff, pickup truck, and another truck loaded with stuff. It's a big show, kind of a trade fair deal up there. So it is a show per se, but it's mainly set on selling stuff and stuff like that. So it'd be a pretty nice show up there. Last time I went was, I think, 2 years ago. I went up there, and it was nice. It was real nice. So you need to unblock me. What's that? What's that, Mike? Let me put on my glasses. You need to unblock me so I can make comments on your videos. What's up with that? You're not blocked. I mean, I don't know what that is, Mike. I don't know. mean, I went and looked, and it's like, man, there ain't, nobody's blocked them. No, I don't block anybody on my channel. Now, when I was a mod on another guy's channel, I would block people, but if you come in and start being, kind of nasty, and I won't tolerate it, I'll boot you for sure. But normally I got a good group here, so we normally don't have any problems on here. So far, knock on wood, and I'd like to keep it that way. Arnie's in the house. How you doing, Arnie? How's everybody your direction? Lane's in the house. How you doing, Lane? How you doing? Pardon me. Your computer. I'm good. My computer is going to be here Tuesday. I'm sorry. Got glasses on, still can't read. What's up with that? Maybe I need new. These are just readers, cheaters. So, no, I've been really busy. Putting tractors together. I worked on that 530. I did put out a little small video on that. But got that tractor. I think that tractor is done now. I think it's ready to go find its home out in the shed. And I got that little 430 in there, the yellow one. Then I got that 3020 in there. I got to finish it up. The yellow 3020 has been the tractor from hell, I can tell you. Turbo Tom is in the house. Turbo Tom, how you doing? How you been? Good to see you in here. Good to see everybody in here. I appreciate each and every one. I would think some of you will be seeing hats. I mean, I can't believe some of you haven't seen your hats. I mean, I mailed some of them off already, and I haven't. I don't know if any of you got them yet or not. I don't know how the mail works, so I don't trust the mail for nothing. But I did send some of them out, not all of them. I got a few more, about 3. I got 4 more hats I gotta send out yet. So. But other than that, that 530 John Deere was a real pain trying to get that PTO to work. The PTO is very much like a PTO on a semi truck. I mean, it bolts next to the gear, off the flywheel. Pretty much operates the same way, except it's manual in and out box. But it had sheared off some half moon keys inside. We never tried that out when we was doing the track before we done the tractor. The tractor was a running, driving piece. So, yeah, we had problems with the hydraulics here. What's going on? Let's see what's happening in the chat here. Let's see. I'm one of the mods on the Dead Dodge Garage. Yes, you are. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to keep track of 250. I mean, I don't know, there's probably 10 or 12 here, I think. Could be wrong. I don't know where I see that. Yeah, there's 10 in here, it says. So it gets even tough for me, for 10 to keep track of what's going on in the chat. But I want to try to see what is going on. So I don't want to miss somebody. But yeah. Getting closer to doing my 200K giveaway. Well, David, that sounds awesome. I'll take 200K or 20K. I'm sorry. I'll take 20K. How about you, Mike? You ready to sign up for the 20K giveaway? I know what you mean. I know what you mean, David. Yeah. 21K. Yeah. Yeah. David's rethinking that right now. I think he's getting real close to the 20K. How close are you, David? I think I crossed 1,016. I think that's where I'm sitting at right now, is 1,016. So thankful for every one of them. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of them. So I do have something to show you. I had a couple of my guys that come on here. They gave me a gift. I was really surprised. I got it. I picked it up last week. I picked it up. So I thought, well, I'll just show you what they had made for me, which is really, really cool. I got to figure out where I'm going to hang it, but I'm going to show it to you right now so you see what they had made for me, which I think is really cool. I don't know how well you can see it, but this is on an aluminum sheet. And this was my last year when I took the car down to Moparty. So I wanted you to see what they done for me, which is really, really cool. I mean, I really appreciate them guys doing that and going out of their way to do this for me. I mean, very unexpected, very much appreciated. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I love it. It's great. I mean, it's a great picture of the car. So, yeah, that was at Moparty. Last year I was there. So that is cool. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I can't believe they've done that. You know, big surprise. So, sorry about the close up. So, yeah, I thought that was awesome. So, phenomenal. Maybe that's the word of the day. Phenomenal is back. So I really appreciated them guys doing that for me. I couldn't tell you who done that, but I think they probably just want to stay in the backwoods there. So, but I really appreciate them guys a lot. So, and yeah, I have no other words for that other than it's phenomenal what they did there. I thought it was awesome. I'll find a place to hang it and go from there. Yeah, it was nice. Yep. You would buy a new paint booth. What do you need a paint booth for? Just paint outside, you know. Yeah, we'll see what happens this week. This week ought to be an interesting week. He's going to be up there at his show. I'll be in the shop for a couple days, probably my normal 3 days up in the shop, and I'll be playing around with that little yellow 430 tractor. I'll probably I'll get it running. I've had it running, but I want to get it running again and make sure everything's okay before I put the nose and the hood on it. And then I'll get that little yellow tractor knocked out pretty quick because it was just about done before we stopped working on it. So I can't tell you how that happens. I can just tell you that happens where I'm at. We'll get on another project and get going on it. Well, hey, that's close enough. We can get that later. Sometimes that later, we put it off later, and then later never comes again. So while he's gone, we drug that up in there, and I'm going to finish that tractor out and get that done. So, like I said, everything's done on that tractor. All I got to do is really put it on there, bolt her down. But yeah, it's been a hectic week, really trying to get everything ready for him to go and get his trailer loaded and get stuff organized for that and take all the stuff that he's going to sell up there. So that was a big goings on. So anyhow, is everybody ready for the weather coming? I mean, we're talking about some snow here. I don't know. They say maybe a couple inches. I don't know. We'll see between now and Monday morning. So it should be winter's last hurrah, I would think, because they're talking about it being 70 degrees by Thursday. So we'll have a bad day Sunday afternoon, and Monday, Tuesday will be, I think Monday they're calling only for a high of like 29 degrees here for Monday morning. So it will definitely be a cold day here. So is the chat still alive? I guess it's still alive. Yeah, it's still alive. They moved my live on me. My live button used to be over here on the top left, and now they got it hidden over here on the top right hand side. So I don't know. YouTube kind of changed that studio around a little bit. Just seeing you, Rooster. You're leaving. All right. Have a good evening, man. We'll see you later. It's kind of hard to talk about stuff when I've done so much stuff during the week. I'm fixed semi tractors and trailers, and man, I'm brakes and drums and on semis and bearings and races and stuff on semis. I'd have a lot of content if I could get a camera to hang with me, but when you're working on that kind of stuff, I'm not one position at any one time. So I'm up and down and moving and I ain't got time to have a camera around me. So I'd had some awesome content this week because I've done a lot of stuff. Working between, I know a lot of my content right now is tractor stuff, and I've debated whether or not I should actually make a channel and dedicate it to the tractor stuff and leave the Twisted Mopar Garage just for car stuff. I've been debating that, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of tossed up on taking care of just this one channel has been enough, and I don't take care of it like I should. So, but we'll see how it works out. I may make a channel just for the tractor stuff and separate it from the car side of things. That might be a better thing to do. The tractor content don't seem to garner as much views and watch hours as the car content stuff does. But the channel is set up to be a car channel, not really a tractor channel. I do the tractor stuff because that's what I'm working on 90% of the time right now. So, but I will get some car content going here pretty soon. As soon as this weather breaks a little bit and I can work on my boy's car, I can set up a camera out here. I'll be doing sanding and prepping out here, just out in the driveway, really. So I'll have that going on. Mr. Phenomenal Unfinished Project is in the house. How you doing, Unfinished? Well, yeah, Mike, there is less competition with the tractor stuff, yes. But even that content is not, it's not something. I don't put out great content. I'll be the first guy to tell you I'm lousy on my content creating stuff. And I really just kind of set this channel up as a car channel as to what I do on the racing side back when I was drag racing a lot, and set it up for that, really. And Dust Devil Brian, really helped me out on getting the channel up and going just to get into the No Name Nationals and get my car showed up down there. So, it was a lot of that. And, my phone was getting full of pictures, and it's like, well, this is a way out, create a channel and put my car content in there. And it was working out really, really swell doing that. And, now I'm not drag racing much anymore. Plan to, but I'm not going to do it like I used to do it. So, but yeah, now I'm into the tractor stuff, which I've been doing tractor stuff for a number of years now. So, and I enjoy the tractor stuff. I really get into that, and I enjoy that just like I enjoy the body work and stuff. But I really would like to be on the car repair body work stuff more than anything, really. I wish I had a shop like Mike's got, and I and Daryl at Metal Art Customs. I mean, either one of them shops would work awesome for me, but ain't gonna happen in my lifetime. So I'll just do what I can do here and hope for the best out of it. My car contents, is not bad. I mean, it's not it's not busted radio garage stuff, but nothing like that. So I do put some content out there. So I don't film all the time. Then those guys, they get to film constantly what they're doing, what they're working on, and you can see what they're doing, and they're using the tools. And me, I get to show you the start of something. I stop, and then pretty soon, next time you see me, it's like, well, I've got it repaired and it's in primer already, or it's repaired and I'm getting ready to put primer on it, so you don't get to see what it takes to cut the stuff out and put the stuff in. And so fabulous. Unfinished project. Fabulous. Well, that's another word. I'd still like phenomenal. I don't know why. And Lone Wrench, how's that Pontiac coming along? Tim Windsor's in the house. Tim, how you doing? Glad to see you in here. I wish I had some great content to show you right now. I mean, I wish I had, some great stuff I could talk about, technical stuff, I could talk about, but I ain't got none of that. I'm just going to blab off at the mouth. I'm going to show you this thing here again. A couple of the guys got me. Some of you guys haven't seen it, but I'm pretty proud of this. Them guys really went way out on that. For those of you that don't know, this was my last year when I went to Mo Party a couple years ago. And they took this, blowed it up. It's all a sheet of aluminum. Pretty cool. I think it's cool stuff. So I like showing it. I think it's awesome. So that is pretty cool. I'm really, really proud of them guys doing that. That they went above and beyond there, and I love it, just love it. So I got to find a place to hang it, some wall somewhere. I'll hang it up. Might try to hang it up behind me so you guys can see it all the time. And there's Bob. How you doing, Bob? You were ready for the weather change? I think tomorrow afternoon, they say right around 1 o'clock, it's going to change here. Yeah, I finally got to a live, Saturday Night Live. Yeah. The other Tim. Yeah. How you doing, Tim? Indecisive? I've been watching your video. I see you getting things there going for your truck. Has the truck got back home? Did you get rid of all your snow? 2 questions. More entertaining. No, I'm not. Stop it. I kind of wish I had a sidekick, Fire Marshal Bill or something like that. That would be fun. Just saying. We got 2 Tims in here now. Lord, look out. Bob, did you get to see this thing here that a couple of my friends made up for me? Did you get to see this? Look at that. Isn't that cool? I like that. That is awesome. I'll show that about 10 times now. Just saying. I kind of miss the car in a way, but it's just not meant to be for me getting this old. anyhow. That's what I said when I seen it. It's like, wow, look at this. I was impressed, deeply impressed. So it's for sale. It's for sale again, David. Just to let you know. I've been asked to go buy it back, but I just can't. I mean, I want a turnkey car that I can drive on the street, go race if I want. That's where I'm headed. So I want it to be a 66 satellite. It's what I really want it to be. So I may wait out for that. We'll see. But it's a beautiful car. I mean, I put everything I had in that car. I can tell you that. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went in it. A lot of it. I mean, I helped bend every bar in it, put every bolt in it, put me and Buddy put the motor together. I mean, it was a labor of love. So let's see. Indecisive Garage. He says the truck is becoming a pro mod. What? A pro mod? And will not be done this year. The snow's melted and then 8 inches fell yesterday. And you're putting together an S10 for no name. So you're making a pro mod out of your Ford. Well, that's impressive. You going with a lot bigger motor then, or what? Or are you going to stick with what you got and throw a bunch of stuff at it? I mean, them pro mods, I mean, they're flat getting down that track, you know. Oh, yes. Much bigger and lighter. Okay. All right. You're going to throw a lot of carbon fiber at it or whatever. Yeah, I could see that happen. Might have to go up to Tim Wilkerson's up there in Springfield, Illinois, and get one of his motors. that'll make you fly, you know. Just saying. I mean, that would be phenomenal. Put a fuel motor in there. Keep going with that truck, Tim, and you're going to need a team. You know, you'd be like the John Force of Pro Mod truck. You know, you pull into no names with this big old rig. Like, yeah, we know what happened then. Shelly's in the house. How you doing, Shelly? I'm just a lowly old bracket racer. I don't know too much about pro mod motors or what it takes to run pro mod, so that's way outside of my any kind of knowledge realm that I'd ever have. So I can't help you anywhere there, Tim. What do you mean a toothache? Shelly has a toothache. What do we got for homemade remedies for toothache? Where is Robbie? Well, I'll bet you one thing. I'll bet he's watching. That's what I'll bet. Well, maybe I can tease him into saying hi or something. I don't know. I don't think he likes me anymore. What do you think, Bob? I had to bring him out of the woodwork. Just saying. So, Mike, how's that Pontiac coming along? Is it ready for the drag and drive? The parts are dwindling in. Well, got a big box from Edelbrock. What'd you get? An intake, carburetor? That's this, Bob. He needs to stop being so shy. Carburetor on back order. Well, them Hollies are everywhere. I might even have a 750 Holly laying around. Maybe. I ain't sure. I'd have to look. I might have a 750 laying around. Might find one that's on alcohol. It'd be a drunk motor. Just saying. Just throw that out there. I don't know if Robbie's shy. Yeah, I don't know if Robbie's shy. I think he's just sitting back watching. That's what I think. He's lurking. Robbie is lurking. I'll put it that way. Yeah. It says I got, I don't know, 14 of watching and 9 likes. So yeah, I got, I don't know, a few lurkers out there. So yeah. And that's fine. They can lurk. That's fine. Well, I don't know. And Tim says it will be a Sean Highland 5.8 supercharged. Also using the word pro mod loosely. Okay. 9-second quarter mile. Well, that's still bad fast. 9s, that's bad fast. Let's see, a truck's probably 3,450, 3,600 pound with you in it, maybe something like that. That would take about 850 horse, I think, to throw it down the track at 950s. I could be wrong there. I don't know if 850 horse would do it. Maybe it might do it. It might do it. Just a guess. Depends on how efficient everything is down track. You shouldn't have any problem getting there if you build a horsepower. I wanted to get my car into the 9s, and I just couldn't. I was building the motor for it, the 512. But then I decided that, you know what, I'm just bracket racing. Sometimes what I got was plenty good for what I was doing for, and getting older and stuff. And I wanted to stay away from repairs and maintenance. And that's what I was looking at. The elusive 1,000 horsepower. Anymore, I don't think it takes much to get there. Yeah, I don't think you'll have a hard time getting to 1,000 horse. What is this here? Classic Car USA. Check out the No Name Nationals and come race with it. Yep, exactly. Yep. You're trying to fish him out. Hey, I'd have to use a trot line. Use a trot line. You'll probably get Robbie to come out. He'll probably come out of the bushes. Do a trot line. That'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, you're right, Tim. It only takes money, you know. And they make money 24/7. They never stop making cash 24/7. You just got to figure out how you can get your share of it. You know, I mean, I would make a comment about something out in Minnesota. They make it awful easy out there. Just saying, you know. I mean, you could probably use that truck as a program deal, to get a couple million. Just saying, throw that out there. I think Minnesota's good for it right now. Could be wrong. Just saying. Said what I said. Sorry. So you might want to have a mailing address in Minnesota. I don't know. Don't be saying. I'm trying to be gentle. I'm trying to be gentle. That was encouraging. It was encouragement. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Just saying. I'm sorry. I drifted way off topic there. I was wrong. I apologize for anybody I offended or about to offend. I just saying that's how to make some money, I try to do it the old-fashioned way of making money. I have to go out there and work for 7-8 hours out of the day, or at least pretend to work. I'm working 7-8 hours out of the day. Well, don't see Robbie yet. He flew by. He ain't done a drive-by. Oh, you got family in Minnesota and they want out? Well, I'm in Illinois and I want out. I can tell you, if I could figure it out, I got a place I could go in Kentucky, but things is a lot higher down there, and I'm barely going here, so I couldn't imagine going into Kentucky and paying higher and trying to get. I'd have to go back to work full time to be down there. I mean, I've pen to paper, and I mean, it's a nice place to go to. It's got nice big shops to work in, and but I'd have to be in those shops working, to make that survive. So, well, I don't know what's down there to work on the side down there, David. I got family in Florida. I just, man, I don't think I can afford it. I got X amount of dollars in Social Security, and that's all I get. And I know that wouldn't pay the rent on a 1-bedroom outside toilet. So, in Florida. So, I'd be one of them homeless guys down there pretty quick, David. I'd be that guy living out of the half back of an old van that was wrecked and burnt. I'd be that guy down by the river living in the van. I'd be that guy. How to gator surf? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Somebody's got a van to sell. I could really be living down by the river, wouldn't I? Oh, God. Oh, you bought your tow rig up in Springfield. Well, yeah. Yeah. You don't want to buy them any farther north than that. Just saying. There's a line that I have, unless it's a parts car or something like that. There's a line I got. And that's usually about anything above Springfield, man. You really better look it over really good. That rust belt hits pretty hard when you go north of Springfield. Just saying. Open up a gator surf shop. Oh my. Shelly, there's some good ideas. That's a possibility. A guy could, open up some kind of a shop. I don't think I'm working on tractors down there though, or anything like that. There ain't no painting to do down there, So it wouldn't be a body workshop, that's for sure. Time for a little drink. Yep. No, they don't sponsor me. Wish they would. Gator Surf. That is a good name. Gator Surf Shop. What do you think, David? Gator Surf Shop? Call it Renegades Gator Surf Shop. What do you think of that, David? Think that'd work? Yeah, that's the problem. There's all kinds of paint shop and body shops down there. Yep. Yeah, there is that. But I don't want to I don't want to be working 24/7 just to survive either. I'm telling you, it's all I can do to get by here. I rent here. Landlord's already said the rent's going to go up starting the first of the month. The electric bills already went up about $45 start first of the year. So that went up. So, and propane went up. The last fill up on propane went up. So yeah, it makes her kind of tough. Gatorboard, AK snowboard. Oh, Shelly, you're on it today. You must be on some good toothache medicine. You're on it tonight. $2,000 F750. Oh boy, that's a big boy. Just 100,000 miles on an end frame. F750. Boy, that's a big boy. That's a regular semi. Was it cab chassis? You goosenecking or you bumper pull? You wish you did. Don't have any meds. That kind of sucks if you got a toothache and you ain't got no meds. Toter. Yeah. Toter home gooseneck. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, as long as you got a good buy on it. That's all that matters. If it runs good and drives out good, why? you're good to go. I just pulled my old pickup truck and an open trailer. I was an old school bucket racer. That's pretty much what I stayed with. Everybody else went with big RVs and toter homes and stuff like that. So far, it's not working. Well, I'm sorry. I could be more entertaining, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should be more entertaining, Shelly. You know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so bored. I always am, but yeah, I'm consistent at what I do. Just saying. Dork. I'm Dork Jr. I'm sorry, Dork Jr. David, she's picking on me. Man, I was going to get some ice cream too. Should have had it before it started the show. Yeah, should have had ice cream before it started the show. Is Daryl in the house? Yes, he is. Metal Art Customs is in the house. Daryl, how you doing? How you been? I see you've been really busy in your shop. Oh, Tim. Still here, was eating my salad. Salad's good for you. People ought to eat more salads. Yes, nothing wrong with eating a salad. I had a salad a while ago. Well, it wasn't a salad. I lied. It had noodles in it. So it had tomatoes in it. So it had sauce in it. So almost a salad. I had almost a salad. It wasn't lasagna. Just saying. Rabbits eat salad. Hey, Ginger's in the house. How did I miss you? You're way up there. How did I miss you? I just wasn't paying no attention. That's how that happens. Hi, Ginger. How you doing? We still haven't seen Robbie. It looks like Bob's left the chat. I don't know. I think they're all lurking. That's what I think. Lurkers. Bunch of lurkers out there. That's what I think. Official retirement day, March 31st. So actually, March 3rd, 31st is your last day, but March 3rd was the start of the last day. I got you. Congratulations. Oh, and by the way, you guys haven't seen it. Look at that. Would you look at that? Just look at it. I mean, that is just flipping awesome. I'm sorry. I'll show that a few more times, maybe. I don't know. Until everybody says stop it. We all like hiding. Yeah. 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 Well, I asked earlier if anybody had seen their hats yet. So I don't know. I don't know. You have to ask the postal guy. I haven't got them all mailed out. Yours is mailed out. David's is mailed out. So David, Shelly, got a couple others here to get. I think I got four hats over here that's got to go out. That's left. So yeah, that's what I can tell you. So yeah, all I can say. I don't trust the U.S. Postal Service, but that's where it went. Slacker. Well, I got to admit, I was sick for about 5 days. So I don't know why I got sick. It wasn't a normal sick, but I was sick nonetheless. Went back to work. Shouldn't have went back to work. Come home next day, and I was not feeling good again. So I had a relapse. I'll put it that way. So I was sick. Went back to work. Had a relapse. Off work. So it's kind of behind the 8 ball on a couple things right now. Well, I don't own that car anymore, Tim. I sold that car last year, so I could buy it back. It's for sale again. The guy never raced it, never done anything with it. So I mean, I could buy it back, but I'm not going to do that. So I want to have a car that can turn key and drive. So that's what I'm going to do. I know it was unacceptable even for me. I mean, I totally rejected it, but it hung with me. I had a 102 fever for about a day, and I'm never sick of my stomach, nothing else. I just had a little fever, and I don't know what it was. Don't know. And then I had an inner ear infection and a nasal infection. So I had that for a couple days. It was after that. So yeah, I'm hoping it's all gone now for a while. Yeah, what's really weird is he's asking less for it when I sold it. I don't know what's up with that, but you know, it's his call. I don't get hot flashes. Yeah. I'm young for hot flashes. Just saying. Almost thought somebody come to the front door, but no, nobody's there. Just the wind blowing. Got a pretty good wind blowing up here. Had my house full of smoke. Somebody real close was burning some timber or some brush or something. And man, I tell you what, it looked like it was a fire in the forest out here. Thought I was going to have to get a hold of Smokey Bear because it was rolling out of the forest. Said you're retiring from this camp December 31st, and then you're starting your drag and drive truck. Okay. Build. Okay. I kind of thought about a little drag and drive kind of vehicle, you know. That's kind of what, you know, what I want to do with a turnkey car, really. Just be able to drive it someplace and race it if I want to. I mean, I don't want it to be a drag car, you know, but if I wanted to bracket race it for a Saturday night, something I could, you know, if I wanted to go to a special event, I could, you know. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with racing and stuff. I love drag racing. I'd do it all the time if I could, but it's hard for a person that's single to do it by himself. So if you're doing it by yourself, Tim, man, hats off to you because it's a lot of work to do that stuff by yourself. I done it for quite a while. After I got hurt on the job and stuff, that took a lot out of me. So it made things a lot harder for me to do by myself. So, and times changed, and get out 3 years and stuff, and you couldn't do much of nothing. And then you try to go back to racing, and just about everybody got out of racing. It's kind of like, okay. So what used to be fun wasn't fun no more. So it's like it took almost $3,000 to get the car back up and running, and you get it back where it'd be competitive after sitting, go through the carburetors, replace fuel lines, replace fuel pumps, and it's just a myriad of problems from a car setting. Don't ever, and this is good advice for everybody out here, do not let anything sit with any kind of fuel in it. I don't care. Unless you're running some kind of aviation gas or something like that, or race gas, don't let that stuff set. Because regular gas has got alcohol in it. Alcohol is a corrosive. So nothing good comes out of that. If you let them cars set, even pump gas cars, don't let them set. Lawnmowers, any of that stuff. It sits over winter, it ain't gonna like it. Just saying. Hey, Robbie, I'm Robbie. Hi, Robbie. Where's Robbie? I don't see Robbie. Robbie's not in the house. He's still hiding. Tim says, all the parts I took out of the F-150 is going to go into a S10 chassis. I also have 2 boys and some grandkids. See, that's awesome. I got boys too, but none of them got interested in the race car. They took no interest in it. And, I just, and I hate to say it, when you need help and you call and say, hey, I could use a hand, and I'm busy, Dad, I'm busy. And, they got their own lives, so I'm not going to interfere with that. So I won't do that. So, but that helped made the decision. It's like, well, I think it's time to let go of the car, as hard as that was for me to do. Because I built that car. I said I've been every bar in it and turned every bolt. Done the body work. Me and a buddy done the body work. A friend of mine painted it. I loved the car. So, I was into it, blood, sweat, and tears. So, blood, sweat, and tears when it left. So, but that happens. I really thought some of the boys would have gotten interested in it, and, I'd put them behind the seat, but nobody ever did. So I don't, I can't fix that. So I'm not going to force them to do something. I'll never force kids to do something they don't want to do, and they got their own stuff they do. So, and that's fine. That's good. That's what they're supposed to do. It was break time again. I wish I could get a sponsor out of them. I drink enough of their water. I think I ought to get a sponsorship from them. If I keep showing it up, maybe I'll get it. I don't know. To me, that's the world's best water right there. Hands down. I don't know what the water is in your guys' place, but that, But anyhow, I regress. Well, we made it an hour. Where's Robbie at? Bob, where is Robbie? I can't believe he won't even stop in and say hi. Can't believe it. Yeah, see? Still got it. Still got it. There it is. Now, Tim, that car right there would run with me in it and a small motor that was in that. It would run fastest it ran was a 1028. Last time out in a quarter mile, last time out I owned that car, it ran a 1029 in a quarter mile at 131 miles an hour. That car right there with a small motor, real small motor. And it runs six. It's around a 638 in the eighth. So just saying. So sometimes, you know, bigger is not always better. That was a small motor. It was only 437, 383 with 440 crank. That's all that was. So it wasn't a big motor at all. Basically a stock 727 sitting in it. I mean, it had a converter and had a cheetah manual reverse valve body sitting in it. That was about all the modifications that tranny had. So 456 gear and a 32 tall tire. No, Robbie. That's okay. He's lurking. You can bet on that. Yeah. Yeah, that was, I mean, that motor in that car, even though it's a big block, it was only 383 and I put a 440 crank in it. I only made it a 437. So it wasn't even a 440 cubic inch motor when I got done with it. So real small camshaft, solid lift camshaft. It was only a 557 camshaft. That was all it was. Racer Brown. I'd rather run a flat tappet in a minute than I would anything else. Anything else is more expensive and a lot of money. You start talking roller lifter stuff. Them roller cams, they can be up, you know, $1,000, $1,200 just for the cam, and then here throw in another $1,500 for a set of roller lifters for it. So yeah, you can jump into a ton of money on roller cam real fast. Now, oh hey, wait a minute, I got springs. You know, you start getting into the big roller lift camshafts, and then you got to start changing springs out about every other year or every 2 years. You're going to change springs out because you're going to beat them to death with that spring pressure. Just saying. Everybody's got to do their own thing. I just done a whole lot. I done a whole lot with a whole lot of less. So my motor wasn't nothing fantastic, but that motor, I'd take the valve covers off just to check the valve setting on it, valve lash, and every year put them right back on and change the oil, and away it'd go. Change the oil once a year, run it, even with alcohol. Robbie's got the money, yeah. Zero lash. Well, you know. I don't know what to say about that, David. I don't know. Yeah, I know you did. I knew it was right there. As soon as I seen zero lash, I go, oh boy, here we go. Here it is. Kind of looks like he's fell off the planet since he's got rid of, you know, since he stopped posting his stupid Hot Wheel drag strip stuff. You know, he's pretty much fell off the planet. So sure he is. Yeah, he's right here. That's fine. It's whatever, you know, you know. He shouldn't have did what he did. He had a lot of people that tried to help him. He wouldn't listen for nothing. So it's my 2 cents anyway. If he'd listened, he'd probably had a 57 running pretty swell, but he wouldn't listen to nobody about nothing. So now he plays with little toys, little toy Hot Wheels. He ain't got nothing to play with. Yeah. I can make excuses for everything, but I own up to everything I've ever did. I've owned up to it and run through it and marched forward, you know. everybody make a mistake. Anybody can make a mistake, and everybody can do something wrong. Just own it and march on. But everything was everybody else's fault. But anyhow, so much of that. So what's everybody got planned for this weekend? Anything exciting? Robbie's probably playing darts. That's why he can't get on here, Bob. I bet he's playing darts. It's Saturday night. I bet he's playing darts. He's probably in that dart league or something. That's fine. I'll get off here and give him a ring a ding, see what he's doing if he answers the phone. If he don't answer the phone, I know he's busy. So hey, David, I got a question for you. Talking about YouTube and all this stuff. When did you start getting offers to review products? I guess that's the best way to put it. I got a couple things in my email, and I don't want to open them up because I'm just scared to death they're a virus kind of deal. So normally I don't open anything that it doesn't come from some place that I know of personally. I got a couple strange things in my email last week. I haven't opened them yet. Don't want to open them, really. Oh, you got them early. Wow. So you got offers early. These just started in the last, I don't know, last 2 weeks. I'll put it that way. About the last 2 weeks, there've been a couple things that's coming there here, try out our products, review it, kind of stuff. I haven't really opened it, just what the heading says. You know what happens when you open that stuff? Sometimes, poof, here's your virus, blows up your computer. You got to stay 500 foot away from your laptop. I'm exaggerating. I'm sorry. Oh, took the bed off your truck? You're going to get the cab corners fixed. Well, that's awesome. So you doing that? You doing the body work too, or you got somebody doing that? Hi, Ginger back. So your son-in-law plays War of Thunder there, and they send him free stuff to advance. Oh, really? Wow. I haven't gotten nothing all this time, but now I've got a couple things that's hit in my email, and it's like I don't want to open it because like I said, if it ain't somebody I know, I put it over in the trash. I haven't put these over in the trash yet, but I may look at it and open it up, and I'll open it up on here so it blows this thing up. I'm sorry. Oh well, shoot, he's got a big following. So yeah, he's got 22K viewers. Geez, I'm just 1,000, so I can't even compete with that. So yeah, I call that a huge channel. I mean, David there, he's getting ready to cross the line at 20K, and I'm going, my God, I couldn't even imagine 20K. Oh, I understand that, Tim. Yep, I understand that. That's easy enough. Even for what I do at work, I get swamped up there, and it's like, time I do work up there, sandblast, if I have sandblast, and do body work and paint and everything, you know, and I'll come home and it's like, oh man, I'm dragging. I can't do nothing at home. So that makes it tough for me to do side jobs, you know. I love working on CB radios too, and I try to fix them once in a while. You know, I got the guy's radio that's on here now. I got his radio in the back, and I've pretty much got the radio fixed. I just got to finish putting the extra channels in it. But young people make money off of it. Yeah. I bet they do. I was just kind of curious because I mean I've got, you know, I don't have a huge channel. I got 1,016 subs is what I got here. So, but I just started getting these in my email like 2 weeks ago. So I was just curious when you start getting them kind of offers here to review something, you know, or you know, here, come check this out, and you know. Yeah, 22K viewers. My God, that's huge. Yeah. Of course, I don't get on here and play war games or any of that stuff. I don't do none of that. I just have this right here. So this is what I have. That's awesome. He's got that many viewers. Wow. That's tremendous. David, how many you got? You just about to cross the line at 20,000 now? You live on site, operate 24/7. Yeah. Yeah. Almost 19.8. Wow, you're just about to cross that 20,000 threshold. Systematic psycho. David, how do they know to, I mean, how do these companies know to, you know, to try to contact you? How does that work? They just look at your channel and look at the views and all that, or what? There has to be a set thing that sets it off. Oh, they see you on here. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've never got to review anything. So I mean, you know, I don't know what, you know, I don't even know what the stuff is they want me to look at, but you know. Is that his website or his YouTube? And I don't want to, man, I don't know. Can I click on it and will it knock me off of here? That's what I don't know. I hate to click on it and it take me offline. I'd hate to do that. Because I don't know how it works when I'm live, and I've never done that. So. Okay. Client by what's that? Client by ass. Wow. that's kind of right at it there, Bob. Okay. Okay, I went and checked him out real quick. I went ahead and subbed to it too while I was at it, Ginger, just so you know. I'd done that real quick, and then I was scared it was going to pop me offline. So, see, review some stuff you buy from the channel or whatever, and the companies will start. Oh, okay. Review some stuff you buy for the channel. Well, that's why I was, I mean, I do that. I mean, does that help? I've never gotten any contact from them yet, and I drink their water all the time. Just saying, just throwing that out there. It don't work like that, does it? I mean, it just doesn't work like that. Mohawk is in the house. How you doing, Mohawk? How you been? Somehow or another, I got this book. I got a book. Somebody gave me a book. So I haven't had one of these wish books in a while. Just saying. Does that work, David? If I throw up books, does that work? Maybe they'll send me something. I get it. Yeah. You just lurking while eating dinner. Well, share with us, Mohawk. What you had to eat? Share. Don't you say you had steak and potato. Don't say that. Well, look who stopped by. Busted Radio Garage. How you doing, Chris? Are you down in lovely Florida now? Are you down there? Terry Grover's in the house. How you doing, Terry? Glad you're all in here. Dakota is in the house. So this is where I don't know about no, not the good looking people. They're over there in that they're over there in that chat over here. I'm just trying. I was talking to David at Renegade Garage there, but how they contact you on trying to review items, and of course, I said, well, you got to throw something out there to review something, that they like. And they go, okay, well, I do this here a lot, and I ain't heard from them, So I thought, well, I just got this wish book from one of the guys. I never get these anymore, but I got this from a buddy that's lurking out there. So anyhow, I'll put that up there. Maybe I'll start getting something from them I can review. Chris, do you get stuff to review all the time off of your channel? You're a huge channel. I mean, you're the envy of everybody here on YouTube. Do you get stuff to review and stuff from your channel? Just a question. Because I only got 2 that's sitting in my email, and I'm scared to open it because I know how viruses work. As soon as you open it up, boom, your laptop melts down into a pile and you can't get near it for 50 years, just saying. No steak or potatoes, but barbecued chicken, man. There's nothing wrong with barbecue. Man, I was close. Barbecued chicken and baked beans. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you could consider chicken steak, just saying. I mean, once you throw the barbecue sauce to it, it's all steak after that point. I've been told I look like Tom Cruise, but I think he was blowing smoke trying to buy parts for me cheap or something. And David said, not if you had an Apple laptop or just open the email on your iPhone. Well, I just got that iPhone, so there ain't no way I'm going to risk the iPhone melting in my hand because I opened up a strange email. Open them up on my phone. I just got this phone. Man, I don't want to open it up on a newer phone. I don't want to see it. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see. I might get brave and open them. See what it is they want me to review. Apple products don't get viruses. Is that right? They're immune to a virus. Okay. All right. I guess Chris was in and out. Chris done a drive-by. I remember Chris was doing a lot of giveaways and stuff like that of products and stuff, but I thought that he went out and actually kind of bought a lot of that product and was doing them for, for his YouTube subscribers and stuff. So I don't know if he got so much as for reviewing stuff. I don't know. Very true. Yeah, maybe open it up on my iPhone. I'll take the risk then. If you say at Apple, don't get viruses, I'll open it up on the iPhone. Well, open it up on the iPhone. I mean, I hate to open it up here on the laptop and watch it go crazy because, this laptop. The only time I use this laptop is to do my lives. Other than that, it sits over here in the corner of the table. I never have it on again. So once I shut the lid on it, it sits over there, and I don't use it. I do use my phone a lot, and now that I got this newer iPhone, I use it more than I use the old Moto G phone. So. And Tim's leaving us. Good night, Tim. Have a good evening. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Hope I wasn't too boring for you. Enjoy your evening. Have a good time. Keep us updated on your truck project. Appreciate you. Got quite the project going there with that truck. Be a neat project. It gets her all together and gets her back together. That'll be an interesting truck. Should be bad fast if he's looking for mid nines. That'd be a bad fast boy. And still, Robbie. Still no Robbie. Robbie, a no show. That's okay. Chris showed up. Busted Radio Garage. Awesome Mohawks in here. Phenomenal is the word, Chris. Phenomenal. I mean, I could say awesome all I want, but phenomenal is always be the word here, I guess. It's been a good week, Chris. I will say that. I've been very busy out in the shop, and I'm making progress there. So it's been a good week. I got the boss. He's headed up to the Twin Cities, I call them, up in Wisconsin, up there for the gathering of the green. So he's took a bunch of stuff up there for that. So he's going to be gone all week. So I get to run the show in the shop for this next week. So everything's going pretty good there. got one project I just finished up on there today, that 530 John Deere. Got that finished up and it's in pretty good shape. So it's ready to find its resting place elsewhere. And then I'm going to work on a little 430 John Deere yellow tractor, 430U. So that's what I'm going to be working on next week. It'd be pretty simple, basic. I done did all the hard work. So all I got to do is put the nose on it, put the hood on it, get it back to running, and it can go find its home. So, and that tractor from hell, the 3020 that's sitting there, I'm going to see if I can make some good headway on it. It's just really something. Busy is good, you know. And I got to tell everybody, I really enjoy working on them old tractors. I love body work and car stuff. I love that, but right now that ain't what I got going for me right now. Right now it's the tractor stuff. So, and I do enjoy it. I mean, I really enjoy them old tractors. I just do. They're very simple, basic, you know. And back then you was a farmer. You worked for it. That's what I can tell you. You drove one of them tractors. You worked for a living. That's what I can tell you. So, how's things down in Florida, Chris? Is it everything you wanted? Ed's Machine Shop. Ed, how you doing? Glad to see you come in. Appreciate you coming in. Glad to see you in here. Here, I'm going to show this again for you, everybody that didn't see it. You know, I probably showed this about 10 times, but a couple guys that's on the channel here made this up for me. This was last year I had the car. So there she is in all her glory. I had this made up. It's on aluminum backing. So it's pretty cool. This is probably number 9th time I've showed it on the live here. I might show it one more time. We'll see. But yeah, wanted everybody to see that. So that's pretty cool. I love that, by the way. Still do. So I appreciate that, Terry. I really do. Yep. I try not to take away from the originality of the tractor. Yeah, I'm painting them. I'm fixing up, and they shine better than they ever did from the factory. But the originality of the tractor is all there and intact. So it's not like I'm really changing anything on the track. I'm just making the paint much better. So I don't put electronic ignition on. All them tractors have points in them. I hate to say it, but I love points. So and they're basic and they're easy for me. So just saying. Yeah, it is a nice picture. Those guys that put that together, I could have they done that and made that up for me and gave it to me. And it's like, wow, I was shocked. I was really shocked they done that. So, yep. I don't have the car no more, but I got pictures of it and stuff. So, love the old car. If things were different, I would have kept it. But now I'll just do a turnkey driver. That's what I want to do. Something I can drive, take to a car show, go back and race it if I want to. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm back to, the motor issue. I got the motor. I still ain't went and picked up that motor. It bought and paid for it, everything. It's sitting down in the machine shop. But, I need pistons for it. And I got some pistons and rods here, but they're not going to work for what I'm doing. So, but I got a fresh 40 over 360. It's coming out of the shop, so it's ready for. I got a crankshaft. I can run a stock crankshaft. I was really kind of wanting to do kind of a little stroker deal. So that may get to happen. It may just be a stock stroke 360. We'll see. We'll just have to see. My dream is to have a 408 really, but I don't know if I'll ever get there. Yeah, I understand that, Bob. I'm writing them. I mean, I got sick and stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to make I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm just saying that I got the channels about halfway in there. So, and that's where I'm still at. So, if I get the other side of them in, then I'll be golden. Just saying. So, it's a battle because I think somebody else had already put channels in that radio and then they removed them. And when they removed them, they wasn't gentle. So, just saying. I'll get it. I'll get it. It's just, time consuming and yeah. Ed, how you doing this evening? Everything's great there. We talked earlier on the phone. Had a great time talking with you. Enjoy talking with you. Terry, what have you been up to in your shop? What do you got going on that's interesting and great? I know Terry Grover's in here. I know he's in here. Well, I don't know if it'll make more problems. I mean, it's like anything else when be quite honest, I'm going to say somebody was chasing a problem in that radio and it had channels in it. Obviously, it had channels in it before. And I think, and like I was telling Robbie, I think what happened is they took them out thinking that was part of the problem before, why the radio had a problem, and it wasn't. So just, throwing that out there. So they tried to undo everything. Of course, when you put channels in that radio, yes, you have to break the trace off the microchip in two places. You have to break that trace off of there. And then when they took them out the last time, that guy wasn't real gentle and wasn't real kind to it. So I'm having to replace it with what we call little wire strips in there to make a new circuit board. So it's not a big deal, but you got to be extremely careful there because that microchip, yeah. Said I got one side in. One side in works, but getting the other side in, that's where they've done the most damage on the circuit board. So yeah. Actually porting on a pair of LS heads right now. Wow. How good do them flow out, Terry? I know you do that all the time, but how well do those flow out? I mean, it's just a factory number versus what you gain out of that. I mean, I would think there'd be some pretty good numbers there to gain. I know, like the Edelbrock heads, I had Edelbrock RPMs out of the box. They flowed 291 straight from Edelbrock. They took them out of the box, put them on the flow bench. They flowed 291, the RPMs, the big block Chrysler. And we had a set that was ported, and the best they'd done was I want to say it's 309, 310, right in that number is what they flowed. But now they said, well, if you put bigger valves in there, open them up for bigger valves, you can get a lot more out of them. But just in the stock valve, the RPMs was right in that area. Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of guys turning to the LS stuff right now. I guess it's because the motors are cheap and get parts a little cheap, I guess. I've never had the pleasure of, working on an LS at all. So I'm pretty much stuck on the Mopar side. That's what everybody around me has. I mean, I got friends that got Chevy stuff, but I've never had a Chevy. Take a look at that. One Perry did 320 on a bench. Wow, 314 on another. Yeah. Well, them are great numbers. Right? I mean, I know like the old stock, I don't know, 906s, I'll put them out there. I think they flowed 230s or something like that. That might be generous, 230. Maybe 240 on a big set. But I think that's where the stock set of like 906s around. I think the 452s I had on that motor of mine, I think we flowed them. I think they might have been 245-ish, maybe. I don't think they was over 45. 240 might have been the number. But my God, that's been 20 years ago. So I'm just curious how the LS head responds. I just kind of curious at how the LS responds from a stock to the what they do. Just curious. Got any big plans for this weekend, Terry? For the weather, I don't know if the weather's changing where you're at, but it's going to change here Sunday afternoon and then be cold all the way to, I guess, Wednesday. So their high here is only going to be about 29 on a high for Monday. So they say. It was about 55 today here. So it was a nice day today. $280, the 452s to get up to. I heard some numbers close to that. I didn't know if they could get up that high or not. I'm sure that's probably a 220 now. Wow. Surprised they can get that high with them. Hey, Williams in the house. Charger 383 Mopar. Hey, how you doing? Long time no hear. Glad you stopped in. So the pair you're working on now, the guy wants to go in the 9s and a quarter with a 6.0 car. Currently run 1050 with the last pair. Wow. He's really wanting to step up, ain't he? 1050 wants to be in the 9s. That's a massive pickup. $214, $219. I'm going to say about a $219 bow to get there. You start getting bigger than that $219, them cylinder walls get all close. That's what I can say. Only because I know. Brian's in the house. Dust Devil Garage has made it in the house. How you doing, Brian? Welcome to my life. Such as it is. I'm just blabbering off at the mouth, and people put up with me. How you doing, Brian? How's the car coming along? That's good. What all did you get done to that? Just got the engine transmission reinstalled in the Charger. Got a 440 source head, tranny. Wow. Yes, they did, Ed. And the on the 426s, they actually had to notch that cylinder wall. That's a good deal. What do you got done on the old knuckle duster, Brian? Done some work on the dash. You take that whole dash out and away from you so you can work on it easier. That's kind of hard to do with the windshield in, by the way. You can do it, but man, it's tough. Crawling under the dash. Oh, I bet you was having a fine time, wasn't you, Brian? I mean, that was like having a chiropractic session all one time, ain't it? Fixing the car and getting the chiropractic treatment. Yep. I've been there before, lots of times. Under a cornet, under a couple dusters. Yeah. I know all about getting up underneath them dashes. Yep. You're still a young pup. What are you, about 48 now, Brian? Found a set of factory seats. Oh, that's good. Well, that's dirt cheap. I mean, you better fall all over them or let me know where they're at for that money. Yeah. Well, you're young. Next month, I get to graduate. Next month, I'll graduate. Oh, you're going to send Jed after them? Must be out where he's at, close. Ginger, you're awful young. $53 and $48. Boy, I wish I was that young again. Boy, ooh. It's kind of like the Lone Ranger, the days of yesteryear. Well, bees, I'm getting older by the minute. I've been on this thing for, it says, an hour and 45 minutes. So I've had a great time. Enjoy it. Glad everybody come in. I want to thank everybody that showed up, talked in the chat. I appreciate it. I really do. We'll come back next week. I promise we'll be here next week. So next Saturday, 7 o'clock, I'll be here. You be here. Same bat channel, same bat time, all that kind of crazy stuff. And I'm still looking for the sponsorship. You know, I could review this water for them, you know, if they'd send me a case or two. You know, and if they want to, you know, if Summit decides to send me something, you know, I don't have a Jegs book, but I throw that up there. So does it work like that, David? Anyhow, I appreciate you and each and every one of you is here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being in the chat. Be good to one another. Be kind, be good. And I'll see y'all on the next live or somewhere in between. Anyhow, y'all have a good evening. Have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you all later. Thanks a lot, everybody.